France secures two markets to 14 African countries, which used to be its colonies. Now, after 63 years of independence, still benefits commercial interests, access to resources, direct access to resources, markets, controlling markets and monopolizing. And to support this, the mechanism that France is using is military presence, the CFA franc, the common currencies to these 14 countries that used to be French colonies, secret diplomacy, and of course, marketing its language in the name of cultural exchange or cultural promotion. But guess what? That is about to change. In fact, it has been changed, not to all those 14 Western African states, but 3 countries now known as the Sahel Alliance states. These are namely Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. Now, these 3 countries have cut their ties with France and have also kicked out their governments because of the revolution that happened, and the military leaders that are now in place have cut the diplomatic ties with France, have kicked out of French military out of their countries, and also including suspending the flight of Air France to these countries. I mean, this was following after the whole world alienated them, and including their neighboring one, the ECOWAS, the Western African economy, the economic Western African states. And in response to that, they have also banned their airspace into those Western African countries, including the one from France. But when they opened their border, land, air, and sea, they have not opened it for Air France. Now, this has been done in September 2023. But it looks like now that impact is biting France. Look at this news, okay? Now, Air France has stopped flying to Ghana, but you may ask what it has to do with this as Alliance of the Sahel States, meaning Air France quitting the Ghana market. Now, Air France has suspended its direct 3 times a week scheduled passenger service between Paris, France, and Ghana's capital, Accra. Now, though the immediate reasons were not given, that analysts believe that the low passenger numbers occasioned by their exit from Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, known as the Sahelian countries, and also now they have formed a confederation state. So this is what actually informed the decision for Air France to quit its direct flight to Ghana, because when it is flying to Ghana, there is a stopover in Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso, which has a lot of passengers. So not having that now is a big loss for Air France, and that's the main reason actually for Air France to quit its direct flight to Ghana. Now, the analysts contacted by Aviation Ghana say suspending the stopover in Burkina Faso is a significant factor, and ultimately the decision to suspend passenger service to Accra effective. This happened actually from October 26, 2024. Now Air France is not flying to Ghana. Of course, you will not read this kind of news in the mainstream media, or you will not hear it also the French government, those France 24 or TV5 or Le Monde reporting about it. But this is what our aviation analysts have said. So this is how actually the right way, to counterattack for a country that has been, controlling with various systems and strategies in order to continue its colonization in this country. So well done, really, for the Sahel states, to Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. I'm sure they are taking their own alternative. Air Burkina, meaning this is the national airline of Burkina Faso, has reopened again, and it has even bought an aircraft from China's Comac, and it is, it's warming up to start, at least within the region in West Africa, to give that service to its nation. The French government has been doing this, having the monopoly. In fact, now when the Air France is flying to these countries, that means having a monopoly. The governments will not allow for other airlines to come in because of the Air France. This is how, they protect their business. And I think really, even if it is not immediate, but we have started to see the result, and now cutting them not to have that direct access to their natural resource, also to these three countries, like gold, uranium. That will also will have a big impact on France. Anyway, that was it that we wanted to bring you with regards to Air France suspension of flight to Ghana. It is do not be fooled by the headline or anything. It's about the impact of the Sahel that France is feeling now. It's getting the heat of what it has done to these countries. Thank you very much for tuning in, and let us know in the comment section, what do you think of this? Do you think, will you agree with the aviation analysts that the suspension by these three Sahel states for not letting Air France to fly in their airspace is the one that led the decision for Air France to quit from its direct flight to Ghana? And what are the other things that you expect that will impact France because of now the detachment, or that these three countries have cut their ties with France? Let us know in the comment section. Thank you again. Please subscribe to the channel, give it a like if you find it informative enough, and share the video with others. You can support us also through our PayPal account. You can find it in the description section, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.